This planet is our one own home. And we were blessed once upon a time with a pure planet, able to sustain all manners of life. Of course, that sustaining of life wasn't actually in tune with the development of humanity. We have developed much faster than most. But perhaps we have a responsibility, therefore, to design our own humanity so that we are not destroying the planet, but in fact offering a kind of new balance with our planet. I'm going to go into this topic in a few more specific details. First of all, an idea about smart infrastructure under the term of urban innovation. Of course, every city is a mass of infrastructure. We look at it very much as the underlying mesh that is powering our cities. But I propose that we should be more brave than that. We should see that infrastructure is very much the urbanized matrix that we live in. And in fact, some of the fiction that we're looking at, including science fiction, even in the new technologies of space flight, SpaceX, etc., are leading us to see that infrastructure is very much about a new way of life. The infrastructure of going to space tourism, going to live on the sea, under the sea. And so we have already begun to do projects like this. This is a new city, not designed like a typical sprawling city, but a city designed like a mini planet, an infused and dense piece of infrastructure, more efficient and more capable than the sprawling metropolises that we're building today. This is a real project that is now under construction in the United Arab Emirates. It will be home for 25,000 people to live and work. They will use 30% less water, will need to generate less energy to power the living and the working within this building. And the whole structure is one giant piece of infrastructure designed to be very efficient. These are all ideas that we've generated from infrastructure design and architecture, learning from our planet. Inside this technosphere is a naturally ventilated 100-meter tall valley, able to keep people safe and cool. At the bottom of this valley will be a river, very much like the traditional rivers we see in our natural valleys. But these valleys will be able to circulate and clean the water within this technosphere and recycle it for the people living and working inside. We need to build these because we can no longer build the typical cities that we're building today. Buildings can't get any much smaller and denser. We must look at the way in which we plan our cities differently and to bring back nature into our cities. But not just as a kind of prestige or aesthetic, but very much part of the ecology of a new mini planet. In fact, this kind of approach is so audacious and iconic. Some people might say, oh, this is not possible. But the same kind of sentiments would have failed things like sending people to the moon or achieving nuclear power or to really solve some of the medical challenges that we've seen in humanity. I really believe that smart infrastructure is the start of a big-scale change in our cities. By building structures like this, not only do we bring nature back, but we free up space around these globes. And around them, we can generate the green areas that our citizens need. We can even transplant some of the nature from around the world onto this globe, allowing people to experience different kinds of foliage, different kind of animal life, bird life, and fish life from around the world.